KFAN.
Duh.
Now she's an actress.
Taste of 5-hour energy in the morning.
Was it Kurt Bills?
No.
It was 5-hour energy. Thank you, though.
Kurt Bills?
Yeah, Kurt Bills. What a day. What a life. What a week. You're wild or dominant. The Wolves are almost done.
You're not wrong.
It's Vikings draft week. Ben Lieber's here. Looking beautiful. Coming to you live from the Mike Mussman Memorial Studios. It's the Power Trip Morning Show. And it's time for the nudes.
But what?
The news?
I'll send you one just for fun. Who cares?
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You asked nicely. Manners go a long way.
Thank you.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the St. Paul Saints.
Let me tell you about your St. Paul Saints at saintsbaseball.com. They got great stuff going on down at CHS Field, including, ladies and gentlemen, later this year, hairball playing live at CHS Field. But
Hell
there's
yeah.
baseball to be played, and also the unreal UNRL celebrity softball game, May 28th at CHS Field. Team Thielen versus Team Ham.
Couple of good dudes.
You're damned right.
We've run pretty hot over the years with when we have like friends from the Twins or the Vikings or the Wild. We run into some really good people.
Yeah, man.
The PR staffs that help us with these things always give us the good ones, which is nice, right?
God dang right.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably in everybody's best interest not to give you the bad ones.
Right, don't give us the bad
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Right. CJ Ham, awesome dude. Thielen, awesome dude.
Good dude.
Levi
Grenard.
Drake Rodriguez, El Presidente, awesome dude.
Grenard.
Grenard, another great
yeah.
example. Fantastic guy.
Let's hope that he sticks around.
Yep.
Hope so. Next home game, April 28th, a midday game, 11:07 a.m. versus the Iowa Cubs. And check this out. Oh, crap. It's the thing switched on me. Here we go. Oh, Harry Potter ticket package for Saturday, May 2nd. 1 bottle of butterbeer plus a Harry Potter.
What? Butterbeer?
Yeah, you better believe it. You ever had it?
Sauces
It's
in the
delicious.
butter trade.
Yeah, I am.
It is so good. I've had it at Harry Potter Universe. It's so good.
What is butterbeer?
It's beer that tastes like butter.
Is that where you bought all
is
the
it
wands?
literally as simple as that?
I don't know. I don't
What
know
is
what's in
butterbeer?
it, but it tastes like butterscotch. Anyway, get a Harry Potter and Saints mug and 1 bottle of butterbeer.
So again, dumb question.
That's great.
Is
Yeah.
butterbeer alcoholic or can kids have it?
No, I don't think it's alcoholic.
There are 2 different varieties.
One is a
One is alky.
kid version, one's an adult
That's
version.
Right. That's right. That's right. But I don't know if that's how they'll have it at CHS Field. We'll have to find out from our buddy Derek.
Well, ask Sauce. He's in the butter trade.
Hey,
Yeah,
go ask Alice.
can't speak about it.
Why?
Just can't.
What? Top
Above
secret?
my pay grade, yeah.
You're in the butter trade industry, but it's
Yeah.
above your pay grade.
Yeah, I can't speak
You're
about
over
it.
your head, buddy. You got to get a new job.
Yeah, thanks. Fastball.
You're underqualified.
If it's over my head, it's got to be complicated.
Yeah.
That's
It's
the
not going to
move.
go around it.
No.
Oh.
Artemis
You guys
2
are
would be
right.
like hard pass.
Yeah, no
Or
thanks.
Artemis,
It
too.
would take forever.
John Glenn's like, damn.
Wow.
Okay, you guys want news or not?
Size of
Yeah,
Jupiter.
let's hear it. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Thanks, buddy.
Okay, I'm going to give you the news right now. And here's my top story. A dude stole Legos in California in a very creative way.
Genius.
Do you like this one?
Oh, I love this.
All right, I'm going to play the
Love
audio.
it. Can't believe it ever.
I can't believe it worked.
But I can't believe he ever got caught. Like this, because he kept moving from state to state.
I know. So he would buy the Legos and then he would take it back and get his money back. But
One of the cases that occurred here in Orange County, they shared that they opened the box and instead of Legos, they found bags of dried pasta. And these were definitely the sets that were consistent with what he was purchasing and then returning. These were Star Wars sets and Marvel sets, which have a very high value in the secondary market.
you got it. He would take out the Legos and fill it back up with bags of pasta.
Brilliant.
Like,
they
had to eventually figure out, because then they would resell it and somebody would buy it and get it home and there'd be a bunch of noodles in their bags and like, what the hell? They go back to Target and go, you sold me a bunch of noodles. And then they eventually, like, this keeps happening. And that's why when you do a return and you don't have a receipt, that's why you have to give your ID, right? Because they want to make sure they know who's returning it.
Oh,
and this guy had gone to 4, 5, 6 states and done this. I think, didn't they say 20 plus times?
Yeah, that's right.
And it eventually caught up to him.
Wow.
I'm surprised it took that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good scheme. I liked it.
And much like a serial killer who kills like 7 or 8,
He was a noodle
and
killer.
there's no heat, right? My guess is the serial killer's like, I just can kill forever.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even on my trail at all.
Yeah, they'll never catch me.
Noodle guy's just like, this is a 100% foolproof plan. This is just going to work.
Yep.
I'm just going to go from target to target. I'll go down the old noodle aisle, spend $3 on noodles. I'll spend $600 on Legos. Piece of cake.
By doing it.
It's good ROI.
Yeah, brilliant.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's interesting how if you're a detective, how you figure that out. You go to the movie, you watch the movies and the shows where somebody kills somebody, and then you go back and watch the tapes, and they're like, "Well, he was at the hardware store buying bleach and a mop and a whatever," and
Yep.
it's like,
What are you doing?
Body bag.
what do you have to go through the checkout line and find everybody that bought pasta
Yep.
the
Yeah,
day
good
before?
point.
Let's see here. He's got his hands on the wagon wheels. Nope, he's going with the small rings.
Yep.
It's him.
Which are also great.
No, it's
It's him,
Rotini.
guys.
Yeah, oh, he did it. We got him.
It's him.
It's him.
Wagon wheels are great.
Nobody buys that much pasta without buying pasta sauce.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Cory.
yeah, good point.
Cory doesn't mind any pasta
This guy
sauce.
never had pasta sauce, never will.
He hates
Or
meat
butter.
sauce.
And by the way, wagon wheels again. I know they're for kids. I get it.
Thanks,
Who
to Eric
cares?
Rucker.
There's no easier noodle to eat than wagon wheels. You just stab them and eat them.
How
Piece
hard
of cake,
are regular
man.
noodles?
Yeah, sometimes you got to twist and whatnot, and you got to make sure you don't slurp and spill. Wagon wheels
Yeah.
are stab and shove.
Man.
Do you get
Stab
a,
and shove.
do you get erections at Darius Rucker concerts?
Yeah, right. Oh, brilliant. Well played.
I don't know that song, Wagon Wheel, but I understand that he sings it. No, they're the best. Wagon wheels, man. I think you can really only get them at Hy-Vee. Target doesn't sell them. Hy-Vee's got the wagon wheels, though.
You do the same thing with penne pasta, stab and go.
I definitely prefer the stab and shove versions of pasta.
Yeah, you do.
I don't have time to spin and twirl. This isn't Lady and the Tramp.
No.
Stab and
you're
shove.
eating them alone.
1,000%.
Man, wagon wheels are great. I should get some today.
You should.
Yeah.
Right before you mow your yard.
I'm not doing that at this house. Pat Kelly's kid still does it at this house. But when I move in a few weeks, I'm going to mow my own
Oh
yard.
my gosh, you're taking money away from Danny.
I asked him if he wanted to do it, and he said no, it's too far.
It is probably too far.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah.
Have you met the new neighbors yet? And do they hate
No,
you yet?
Probably. I haven't met him yet, but they probably will hate me.
Yeah.
Oh, they all know that you're moving in.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm a pretty easy neighbor.
Yeah, never mind.
No,
Except when you sauna naked outside.
I don't sound a nude.
Their plants are going to die.
Why?
Lack of sunlight.
Yeah. Your head's going to cause too much shade.
Yeah.
My head's not that damn big.
Yeah, and they're going to be so pissed about all the earthquakes from you falling downstairs.
Relax. That's a huge bitch. Okay. I'm not that big.
All right, tsunami.
Oh, you'd sleep with a tsunami.
Why not?
Your mom's a Sue.
Yeah.
Splash,
so's yours.
baby,
Yeah.
splash. You know
And
what
they
I'm
have the
saying?
same birthday.
They sure do.
You want to hear another news story? You want to ramble?
Let's hear another news
Saying that
story.
to me.
The robots are getting better. A Chinese robot named Lightning won a half marathon Sunday in Beijing in an event that saw humanoid robots compete against real humans.
Did you see this son of a bitch?
I did.
Did you see this video?
I did.
I saw him cross the finish line and then casually slow down. You know what I mean? Like, you know how when a winner crosses the tape and they win, they still obviously they don't stop on a dime. They have to quickly slow down. And then watching a robot do that, for whatever reason, it tripped me out. It's like, oh, I can finally just pull off the pedal. It's like, geez, this is scary.
Yeah.
It's kind of terrifying.
It definitely
that
is,
thing
yeah.
kicked some
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, that is Arnold Schwarzenegger's uncle.
It is definitely a Terminator-esque.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's power down.
The way it
This
runs
race
too is it looks
won.
like it's ready to fall down at any point,
But it never does.
but it ain't
Yeah.
tired.
It runs very straight up.
Lightning completed the 13-mile race in 50 minutes and 20 seconds. 26 seconds, I should say, beating the human world record by nearly 7 minutes.
Gee.
A big improvement over last year. The fastest robot took 2 hours and 40 minutes, but not Lightning. Not Lightning.
All right, but think about what you just said. The fastest person who has ever run a half marathon.
Right.
7 minutes slower,
Yep.
which means when our robot overlords take over,
Yeah.
can't outthink them, they're robots. Can't outmuscle them, they're made of steel. Can't outrun them. They're 7 minutes faster than the fastest person that's ever lived.
Yep.
We're screwed.
Yeah, it's over.
I think I'd be more impressed when they actually beat Usain Bolt's sprint record.
Just a matter of time.
Yeah, good point.
when it can get out the gate in 100 meters and walk you down that fast.
Yeah.
That's when I'll be super scared.
Yeah. When they don't have to even work up a sweat because they don't sweat.
Right.
And they walk like the people chasing the Scooby-Doo kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're not going to run out of gas because they're going to be fueled by the sun and probably oxygen or something. They're going to find a way to have never-ending supplies of energy.
Yep.
And we're just screwed.
Yeah.
So when do they get to the point where they actually start making like soft lady parts for these robots?
Interesting question. Weird that you went straight to that.
Question for you, Ben. Do you remember sending me a thing about a mouth for your cell phone?
Oh, yeah.
What?
A mouth for your cell phone?
I think the Chinese, they developed that too.
They did.
What is wrong with them?
They did. And
Did
they
you
say
buy one?
they say it's for kissing.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
That's what they say.
Did you buy it?
I bought 5 of them.
Wow.
All of them ruined.
Already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, you're a slut.
I love
There he was
too,
when they
guy.
came in the mail.
Follow the instructions.
I did. Yep. I did.
I didn't even read the story. I just saw the headline and sent it to you.
Yeah.
But it sounds like, did you actually read it?
Oh, sure.
So it sounds like it's an attachment you can get for your phone that actually has like these silicone lips on them.
Yeah.
So if you're going to FaceTime somebody and you want to kiss your significant other, you can actually kiss a pair of fishy lips.
That's right.
I doubt that's what it's used for.
Well, that's why I sent it to Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He ain't using it for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't kissing my dad goodnight.
Yeah. I'm the first to, it's been reported, I'm the first to ever make those lips swell up.
Oh.
You're the first one to order lips that were 6 inches long.
Yeah.
These are ruined. And my cell phone is filthy.
Oh.
Today is the 130th Boston Marathon. Tens of thousands of runners are expected to lace up for the annual event and be beaten by robots.
Yep, Lightning will finish first.
Yeah, Lightning will dominate.
And somebody from Kenya will finish second by about 14 minutes.
That's right. The Boston Marathon broadcast on ESPN2 as long as there's no wrestling.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling this weekend. A lot of wrestling.
Is it always on a Monday?
Yes.
Yeah,
it is. Yep.
It's Patriots.
Patriots Day, that's right. Yep. Mhm. Yep.
And the,
You know who's not celebrating it? Rossini.
oh, well played. Or she might be.
Maybe. Scooping boss stupid.
What? Oh, yeah. Good bit.
You didn't like it.
I think she's too busy ordering attachments for her phone.
Yeah, correct.
I'm for them.
Yeah, I wish, again, everybody likes a good love story. I hope they end up
I
together.
hope so. Maybe.
Best of luck.
Yeah.
Love lift them up where they belong.
Great song.
Thank you.
God, that's a slammer.
I wish you'd be quiet.
Okay.
Los Angeles County residents accused of dressing up as a bear and trashing luxury cars are headed to jail.
Oh.
That's
This week,
interesting.
3 of the suspects pleaded no contest. They were sentenced to 180 days in jail.
Dales.
California Department of Insurance says they damaged luxury cars for insurance money. They submitted insurance claims in 2024 that defrauded companies out of nearly $142,000. One of the suspects dressed up like a bear crawled around 3 vehicles in the view of security cameras. But later, the best investigators in the world found the bear suit.
And here with his impression of Paul Meat Sauce Lambert is the fan's Cory Cove. Where did he buy the Jay Cutler jersey?
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
What do you look like, Jim McMahon?
Yeah. Why was he wandering L.A. looking like Olin Kreutz?
Why was he wondering outlay?
Can you imagine if you saw Devin Hester beating on a car? Hawk would.
I wouldn't say that.
And scene.
That was pretty good.
That was pretty close. Were you thinking that?
Yeah.
Why didn't you say it?
Because I knew one of you would mock me for saying the same thing over and over again.
You were correct.
Yep.
Yep. So want to do sports when we get back? You can talk about all the Chicago Bears you want.
I got a lot of sports.
You do?
Yeah.
Good.
A lot happened over the weekend.
You're not wrong. Ben Lieber is here. More with Sauce and Sports after this on the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Fan.
Join the Power Trip Morning Show up at Grandview Lodge April 30th and May 1st. Don't miss out on your shot to win great prizes, including a custom KFAN and Grandview co-branded golf bag, a tailor-made driver, and more. Oh, and did we mention a 2-night Grandview stay with food, golf, and massage at their spa? Get all the details now at KFAN.com. Grandview.
That was the most NPR read I think Zach's ever done, right? It was like, I don't know if it's because you're at a hotel and you're trying to like half whisper so you don't wake people up, but it was like, and then a beautiful 2-night stay.
He got a noise complaint over the weekend.
Is that right, Zachary? Noise complaint.
I had a Bluetooth speaker that was not at a volume that I thought was anywhere near too loud, and the folks at the Wild, I got a text and said, keep it down. So
could you not
apparently
turn
these
it
walls
down
aren't
because
the-
you're in the tub at the time, or
Yeah, were you hammering it too hard?
Were you watching pornography?
No,
Yeah, were you watching porno?
there's no tub, unfortunately, in this room, but I'm making my own fun.
I don't want to know what that means.
Yeah.
that's probably why they asked you to turn it down, because it wasn't music that was playing through the speakers.
I wonder if every room in that hotel had a tub last week, but the Wild specifically asked to remove yours.
Yeah. Are you bathing in the sink?
Like, please make his room tubless.
Yeah. Were you watching Marshalls on CBS too loud?
Great show.
It can't be.
Real good, though.
Is
I was
it?
watching 911 Lone Star.
Not bad, right, Hawk?
Even better. It's got
Yeah.
Rob Lowe in it.
Yeah.
Rob Blow.
You've paid $100 for one.
Oh.
Sauce, you ready to
cheap,
do
man.
sports?
Yeah, man.
It's time.
I don't care. Just do it.
The Minnesota Wild boat raced the Stars on
boat
Saturday.
raced 'em.
6-1 for the opening game of the series. 2 goals by Eck, 2 goals by Boldy, which one of them was an empty netter. 1 goal by Hartman and 1 goal by Kaprizov. Wallstead was also outstanding. He saved 27. He had 27 saves on 28 shots. Game 2, Zacho, is tonight at 8:30 on this station.
Yeah, a little late. We got a extended pregame starting at 7 o'clock. Kevin Fallness, Pat Micheletti, myself, some others. Craig Button going to be joining us as well. It's going to be good.
Charlie's uncle?
Extended yeah,
Brilliant.
of course.
Well played.
Good way to start the evening. Yeah, it's a late one, of course, as we are accustomed to. But Minnesota played top to bottom, phenomenal hockey. And there's just, it was, like I said, 10 out of 10 no notes. I don't know why, if you were to criticize any part of that game, I don't even know where you would start, because it's just the bottom 6 did their job. The top 6, our stars were better than their stars. It was awesome, man. Boldy played amazing. Kirill Kaprizov with that beautiful shot. And, you mentioned Jesper Wallstedt, his first ever playoff game, and he played like it was just a regular old game on a Saturday night in Dallas. So would expect more of the same tonight.
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you keep it down, please?
Oh, no.
Sorry, I think it was a great game for the Wild.
Hold on. You're getting a call from the 1920s.
Yeah, it's a rotary phone.
One of those, like, hold the speaker up to your.
VR 549.
Yeah. Quit watching Marshalls so loud.
Oh, you answered.
Hello.
Sauce, you guys were just talking about how there's not much to criticize, right? But that's my job, is to criticize, right? Correct?
No, you?
Do you know what Jules' last name is?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Not the singer. Jewel from the Minnesota Wild.
What? Is it Eck?
No.
Is it Erickson?
No.
It's both. Say both.
It's both.
It's both.
So Erickson Eck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just curious if you knew.
I didn't.
Thought it was his middle name?
I just called him Eck because it's easier to write down. I don't know, man. Jesus.
Just curious.
You don't
Didn't
know,
know
man,
that.
Jesus?
I didn't know, man. Jesus. Zacho, the Avs beat the Kings 2-1 to take a 1-0 series lead. Game 2 is tomorrow at 9 p.m.
Yeah, I think we're just trying to. The Avs are going to win that series. You want the Kings to slow them down a little bit, try to make somewhat of a series out of it. And they almost did yesterday. They came from behind.
You gotta be quieter, Sarah.
Quit watching.
Please.
But,
the only other
yeah,
game,
just
Zach,
slow them down, LA.
The Sabres scored 4 in the third period to beat Boston 4-3 to take a 1-0 lead.
You can talk as long as
you
you
can
want.
talk.
He's
Yeah,
in a
you're not
hotel.
here.
Well, no, it
Yeah.
might echo.
That's okay. It sounds kind of cool.
The Sabres
Reverb.
scored 4 in the third period to beat Boston 4-3 and take a 1-0
Damn.
series.
Did our guy get one or not?
I don't think so, no.
No, he didn't. But Tage Thompson got a couple, and it was a really. To be in that building when they scored that third goal to take the lead, crazy stuff. I know people left too early and missed that, which I find great joy in. But Yeah, what a night in Buffalo. And, we've always been talking about the Bills and the Vikings maybe meeting in the Super Bowl. Maybe it's the two tortured Wild and Sabres teams that make these two tortured franchises and fan bases meet in the playoffs or final.
Hi, my name is Tage.
Hey, Tage.
Do you have any idea what my name is short for?
Tagian.
Tagian?
AJ, I kind of like that.
Yeah, short for Erickson Eck.
Thank you.
That's his full surname, yes.
The Wolves lost to Denver 116-106. Denver leads that
105.
series. Did I write one? Yeah, 105. Okay, relax.
What is your ma'am name?
Ann had 22 in the loss. Game 2 is tonight at 9:30. Denver is a 6.5-point favorite. They're going to get swept.
They'll win. They'll win at least one.
What?
Sounds like a bet.
Right? You want to bet?
Oh, the Frenchman.
Denver's clearly the better team,
Yeah.
but we're not going to get swept.
I'll bet, yeah.
Hundo?
Sure.
Whoa. So you're saying they will win at least one game?
Yeah.
Mark it down, baby.
They'll win at least one game. Yeah, he's fat. He was like thick.
Okay.
I wasn't talking about you.
Corey, your thoughts
On the game or the bet?
the game?
I mean, because there's no doubt whether or not it works out, not being results oriented. Ben got his money in good, right? You're the odds-on favorite to win this bet.
You would
at
have
even
said
money?
either way.
No
Yeah,
doubt
you'd
about
think
it.
so.
No doubt about it. But I do think it's possible they get swept. They're in big trouble. They don't look like they have the juice this year. They don't look like they can. I don't know. I don't know if they can turn this on or not. We thought about it all year long, right? That playoff Ant and playoff Wolves were still a thing. Like they're just going to flip it and we're going to go. And for the first quarter, it's like, God, they weren't lying to us. Everything they did in the first quarter looked like it was, wow, this is truly the story they've been selling.
This is
us,
what
that,
they do.
Is that they can just, Dante's nailing threes, Rudy's playing out of his mind. Ant looks like Ant. We're pulling away from Denver. We're embarrassing them in its first half. Aaron Gordon's in trouble. Murray can't hit the broadside of a barn outside of free throws. Like, we got this. And then they slowly unraveled. The maturity level fell apart.
Yep.
Naz Reid couldn't do anything. Julius Randle didn't look like he wanted to be there.
Nope.
Jaden McDaniels got frustrated with the officiating. I think most of the team got frustrated with the officiating. And then over the second and third quarter, it went from a 12-point lead to like a, 12, 13-point deficit, whatever it was. Pretty big swing.
Aren't you guys tired of one of the common through lines with this team is some of the stars on the team, you'll walk away from the game like, well, he didn't look motivated.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that's the case. You know, body language can be one thing. I mean, I don't know. But I think when you see it over and over and over again, and you're questioning whether these guys can show up in big moments, whether they care, that's a gigantic organizational problem.
That's not fun. It's not the best.
You're not wrong.
Right.
I mean, why do we tolerate it? I don't know why the coaching staff tolerates it. I don't care if you're one of the top 3, 4, 5 players in this team. If you continually show up, especially in a playoff game, and you're not motivated, sit your ass down.
Yeah, because you know what sucks is, you know who arguably looked the most motivated and the best on Saturday? Was Rudy.
Yep.
So he's the one that catches all this hell from national media and people like Draymond Green and stuff like Rudy's overrated, Rudy sucks, let's rip Rudy at every given opportunity that we possibly have to say that he's soft and overrated and overpaid and he's a waste of draft picks and blah, blah, blah. He was awesome on Saturday. And when you have Julius Randle playing like he did, and Jaden McDaniels specifically in the second half, because in the first half he looked like he was ready
I thought he
to
looked
roll.
good in the first half.
Definitely.
Yeah, he had like kind of a steely, intense look to him in the first half.
Yep. And then a couple things went the wrong way and everybody started pouting. And
like, how soft and fragile is this team if that's always the case? Like, you get a little adversity and guys just shut her down.
yeah, you know how so the Wild wins 6-1, and like we joked about earlier, if you just put a whole bunch of goals up, maybe you just break the spirit of the Stars. No, I don't think so, but I'm just saying maybe you just scare the crap out of them. I kind of feel the same way about Game 2. If the Nuggets win by 20,
it's over.
Then this might be just, I'm going to take my ball and go home.
Yep.
If it's close though, then I think you can get motivated to keep fighting. That's why the way that they lost sucks. If you had battled back and forth for 4 quarters, full effort, full motivation, where it looked like the Wolves are engaged, we lose by 2, and it's like, man, we gave them a war. Like, this is going to be a battle. All of us would feel differently, but now I just feel like they are already on a cliff that if they get blown out tonight, this thing's just going to be 4 and out. It's like it's going to be over. So you got to be unbelievably competitive tonight. You got to show up tonight. Even if you lose, you have to show up.
Well, that's the thing. It's at least defensible if you feel like, and that's the word that I think people have used as well as that you used, is engaged. If they look engaged, and that's the sad thing. If we have to question the engagement of the players in big games, then you got to find new players and you got to probably find new coaching staff, because you can't do the same thing over and over again and expect these guys to be self-motivated when they prove that they can't. They're an immature basketball team that doesn't play with any grit, doesn't play with any like passion or care, unless are we just a bunch of front runners? When things are going good and we're playing in inferior teams, like, we look great. But the second we run against, a hard battle, it's like we just shut her down.
Sayonara, suckers.
That's how it's going to be. Yeah. And then Sauce might be able to, steal your $100 and dance all over your grave.
Yeah.
And he's going to say,
Am I going to die?
No,
I hope not. You might die from
embarrassment. I might be from embarrassment.
I did not make that type of bet. It was just $100. It wasn't like I'm 100 in, I'm going to die.
I don't want you to die, Ben.
Thank you.
How much money am I saving myself?
Good question, Ben.
That if they do get swept, if they truly do get swept, they might blow this thing up even if they lose a 7-game series. If they get swept, you're almost required to blow it up and just say, keep Ant, keep Jaden, everybody else basically is on the board. And maybe Jaden's available.
Yeah.
If he's going to play like this, maybe Jaden, they say, we got to blow up everything except for Ant and just say everybody's on the board. Because it sounded like he was the reason why they didn't get Giannis, right? Is they didn't want to give up Jaden. Got to play better. They got to play better than this if you want to have a guaranteed spot on this team. We'll see. And it's just so different, the attitudes right now. Everybody's so optimistic about the Wild.
Hell yeah.
And so down on the Wolves.
And that could change tomorrow.
It could, but man, it was all about effort, right? It wasn't even about the loss. It was truly about the effort. It's, wow, one team gave it everything, and one team gave it everything for one quarter. That's not enough.
No.
Vikings news in a second. We'll talk draft. Chris says you have some other things for Ben, Vikings related. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
The Wolves are back in the playoffs, taking on Denver in round 1 and game 3. Thursday, April 23rd is a must-see. Get your tickets now at timberwolves.com/playoffs or enter to win a pair on the contest page at KFAN.com.
Is the soups hot in lovely Dallas, Texas?
Dude, it could not be more beautiful down here.
It's great, isn't it?
Lower 70s, upper 60s. It's been absolutely gorgeous.
I've always enjoyed my time there. How about you, Ben?
In Dallas?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I prefer probably Fort Worth than Dallas, but...
Yeah, that's like saying you like St. Paul better than Minneapolis, though, isn't it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Dallas, if I have to drive in Dallas, no likey.
Yeah.
If I'm getting driven around in Dallas, it's great.
What about, how do you feel about Dallas versus like Houston or San Antonio or...
Houston and St. Louis are my 2 least favorite cities in the country.
Yucky.
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't care for Houston either, but
why is Houston
never been
yucky?
to San Antonio or Dallas.
San Antonio's nice.
I like San Antonio.
Yep. Riverwalk at night, specifically, it's fun.
Yeah.
During the day, I think it's mid. Mm-hmm. Houston is just enormous. It's very random because they have no like building permit codes. So there's like a house next to a office building, next to another office, next to like a house. It's a really weird setup. Mm-hmm. There's 2 different downtowns. Westheimer Road is really fun. That's where like all the shops and the mall is and the Galleria.
That's where we normally stay right there, right?
Do you ever play SimCity?
No.
Oh, you didn't? You guys ever play SimCity?
No, not really.
Chris, a little bit or not? Because what you just described, I always was like, why isn't this working? You would like surround like a residential with a bunch of commercial buildings and those houses never sold. And you're like, it has electricity. It's got streets. What am I missing here? Never as a 12-year-old, I never thought, why wouldn't somebody want to live next to all these giant buildings?
Yeah, man.
This would be fun.
Annie
yeah,
Ann's,
this is sweet.
Orange Julius.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Put an Annie Ann's right next to my house, right next to a skyscraper, and I will live there forever. But SimCity should have taught me
Well, go to
otherwise.
Houston then. You'd love it.
Yeah,
You
would
love it.
I really small sample size, but we were downtown for the Final Four, and it was a freaking ghost town.
Wow.
This is a giant city, and nobody was there. No restaurants were open.
You talking Houston or Minneapolis?
Houston. Nothing to do. Nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's the weird thing is like there are two downtowns for Houston. I'm not sure which one's popping and which one's cool. The traffic is awful, and it always just seems to be hot and humid there, no matter what.
Hot and gross.
Yes.
Hey, if you take the Rams experience out of St. Louis, what didn't you like about the city of St. Louis, or is that most of it?
That's most of it.
Okay.
I mean, it's okay. Yeah. All right. I mean. Yeah, the Rams experience really sullied my whole.
So, did you have enough time to really get out in the community that much, or not a ton?
A little bit. I would say it's really cool that Anheuser-Busch pays for a lot of that city, and the zoo is free. It's got a fantastic zoo, and you just walk in. There's no ticket counter. There's no admissions gates or anything. You just walk in. You walk out.
That's cool.
And it's really beautiful. So it's kind of cool. They have little things set up like that. I think the Arch is maybe the most overrated monument in the country.
Couldn't agree more.
It's not a draw. It's not one of those things where like I have to go to St. Louis and see the Arch.
I'd rather see the Golden Arches.
Yeah, I'd rather see Archie Manning.
Yeah, same.
There's really nothing downtown other than the Cardinals Stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly don't know what the draw is to St. Louis.
Man, they got a sweet riverboat casino.
I don't know why you would get. I don't know why. I don't know.
Riverboat Casino.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd want to go there. Crime is super high. There's really nothing to see other than a baseball game.
Yeah.
The Arch is boring.
Riverboat Casino.
You've walked by it, right?
Sioux City, Iowa has a riverboat casino. That's probably a better experience.
$20,000.
What's the shortest drive from here to a riverboat casino?
Why don't we
30
have,
minutes, maybe?
Why don't we have one here?
Oh, we should have a riverboat casino.
Seriously?
You need a deep breath.
No, that's a real question. Like, why don't we have with all the casinos and stuff like that, and all the rivers and stuff we have? Why don't
I feel
we?
like St. Paul is a perfect spot for a riverboat casino.
Correct.
Let's ask Ben Gessling.
That's probably the sweet spot.
Agree.
Yeah, he agrees.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why I feel like that's a better spot than Minneapolis.
There's one in. It looks
Des
to
Moines?
be Wisconsin, on the Wisconsin-Iowa border. It's a Bally's.
Yeah, I've been to that one.
Yeah.
I played a gig there one time. I
It's a
opened up
riverboat
for
casino.
somebody good there.
Did you walk by and wave?
I actually had to go inside the casino because I had to play a gig, but I left immediately after that. I'm against those places.
Yeah, you are. Yep.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah, that's the closest one. It
nicest
opens.
place in most cities in America. The nicest place is the casino.
You're not
heard,
wrong.
You've heard.
Wow.
Oh,
Thanks, Pee-wee.
Thanks,
Not
Pee-wee.
wrong.
You guys want me to tell you something cool?
Yeah, let's hear it.
I got a bit for my main man, Ben, over there. Ben, are you familiar with the NFC North?
A little bit.
Good.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Exercise Pro. Ben, some weird things happened in the world, and you are the general manager of your favorite NFC North team.
Okay.
But because of random disease around the world, your roster's been decimated.
Just my roster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, everybody's, but there's some players available. You're getting
Okay.
ready to play the NFC Championship game. All the marbles will happen, and you're given an opportunity to choose from any starting player at this position in the NFC North. You have to choose your starting running back. You get to choose from Gibbs, Lions, Swift, Bears, Jacobs, Packers, Jones, Vikings. Which running back are you taking?
Easy.
Not
Jameer
close.
Gibbs.
Not
Not
close.
even close.
Not even close?
Yeah,
No.
not even
Close.
close.
He's the best running back in the league.
He might be one of the best. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Well, Charlie, don't be so mean.
Who's second?
Probably Jacobs when he's healthy.
Yeah.
And we can stop there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I understand. Now, your quarterback situation goes as follows. You have to choose between Goff, Williams, J. Love, and Kyler Murray. And remember, this is for one game, not for career. This is for one game. This is happening, the NFC Championship game. You have to win this game to get to the Super Bowl finally.
It's Kyle Murphy, by the way.
Yeah.
Kyle Murphy.
Yeah.
Who's
That's
Kyle
true.
Murray? I've never heard of that guy.
Great.
Oh, thanks, Tom.
Give me Goff. Give me Goff.
For one game.
For one game, give me Goff.
Who's second?
Probably Caleb.
Yeah.
Caleb's a stud.
You're not a Love guy? Oh, you
No,
need
I just think between the two and what we saw to Caleb, just there's magic in those painted fingernails. So I think that even if he doesn't perform like Goff in the passing game, he'll move the ball and he'll probably will his way to a victory.
I would take Caleb. Caleb's the best quarterback in the division.
You take him number one?
Yes, sir. Oh. He's the most talented one. He's got the best arm. He's the best quarterback in the division.
You got to get a pass rusher, regardless of position. You have to have a pass rusher. You're choosing between Hutchinson, Sweat, Hargrave, or Grenard.
Hargrave.
He plays for the Packers.
He plays for the Packers now.
You mean Micah Parsons?
Yeah, okay, I'll throw Parsons in instead. Whatever. That's going to be too easy then if I put Parsons in there. You ruined my bet.
Then I'm going to go Parsons if he's in there.
Okay, but I'm taking him out then.
Okay, then.
He's injured. His nut blew off.
Probably.
Wow.
I don't know how it happened. I wasn't there. I just know that I found it.
I did.
I thought it was a bowling ball, by the way. In case you're
found
wondering.
it?
Yep.
Quick side note: I was talking to Lil Wells this weekend, and there was he showed me a clip of, I think, a baseball catcher getting clipped in the nuts by a foul tip.
Oh, God.
And I said something like, "Oh, his nut probably exploded," and he goes, "What?"
Oh, you ruined his
Like
life.
that's a thing?
He goes, "Your nut can explode."
You ruined him.
I was like, "Well, I mean." It wouldn't explode like a bomb, but
I love it.
Yeah, I had to explain what I think happens, and boy, I may have just altered that kid's life.
You did. I'm sure that you did.
Why does
Especially
that guy love
because
it?
he's a catcher as well. I'd say Hutch.
Yeah. I like Aiden Hutchinson.
Gosh, I'm 3 for 3 on the Lions right now, aren't I?
You really are. You like that squad. I was going to go with wide receiver as well, but that seemed too easy. Am I wrong, though? I mean, is JJ your number one wide receiver pick?
Yeah.
What do you think of Amon Sadbaum?
I like him. Yeah. I don't think he's number one, but he's a good wide receiver. I don't see him as a primary, but
Do you like Roma Dunze?
Roma Dunze, sure, but not as much as I like Amara.
Do you like Jaden Real?
Who?
Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Matthew Golden? Any of those
nah,
Packers?
nah.
No, right?
Yeah.
It's JJ, isn't it?
That's JJ
Oh, yeah.
by a mile.
By a mile,
Oh,
yeah.
In
Not
fact, I
even
might
close.
put Jordan Addison above anybody I just read.
I know I would put Addison above Amon-Ra.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Man, Amon-Ra is a stud.
he is a stud. He's good. He's very good.
And I was doing this bit. I was looking at the depth chart for each individual squad as it sits right now. And I saw two things that made me question myself. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Number one,
You saying like just yourself in general or your sexuality?
both.
Okay.
Wow.
Wide receivers, they have three of them listed on the starting roster for your squad. The depth chart. You ready? Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, and Ty Felton. And I thought to myself, is Ty Felton going to be our third wide receiver?
I'll answer no.
No, I don't think so.
Are we going to address that in the draft?
I believe so, yeah.
I think pick 49 could be a wide receiver.
Who do you think it's going to be?
Well, I thought it might have been the kid that got arrested over the weekend.
Well, it's even better now.
Well, pick him
From
up.
Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Kid out of Vegas, man. You got to love him, right?
if it's a big if, but if Jordan Tyson from Arizona State is there at 18,
Okay.
I think they will think about it.
Ooh.
It's a offensive head coach.
Is that Iron Jordan?
Yes, as you just said, the depth after your top two is not very good. The other guy in Addison, you probably are going to lose soon and not sign him long term because you don't want to have two $35 million plus wide receivers. So I think the name, if he's available at 18, Jordan Tyson would be a name they would highly think about taking at 18.
You like that, Ben?
Can I throw a name out at you?
Yeah.
Just assuming that the top three are gone.
Sure.
Give it to me.
Like Mekhi Lemon and Carnell Tate and whatever.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about Concepcion's from Texas A&M?
He's good. I think that he would be a pick that if you traded back, like with your your Texans theory, and he's there at 28, you might think about. But I think wide receiver in this draft, at least in the first round, isn't a 0. I think it's a little bit higher than people think.
Ben, I want Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah, I do too.
I want him on this squad. I want to throw those little dump passes to a tight end who can break tackles.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's a great short-term play, and I think it's a good long-term play because it doesn't sound like Hawkinson's going to be around much after this year.
Right.
So you have your primary tight end set up for next year, and you can run a lot of 12 personnel and even 13 personnel this year, and kind of mess with a lot of personnel groupings and a lot of defenses. So I like adding an offensive weapon at 18. I'm not sure that if we get past Mekhi Lemon and Carnell Tate and Jordan Tyson, I'm not sure that we would, to Sauce's point, if we stayed 18, I'm not sure there's another wide receiver that makes sense there, because that means you're bypassing probably a really good defensive tackle and certainly probably a corner at that point in time. And then you'd probably have Sadiq sitting there as well. So I don't know if it's the best value outside those 3 to draft at 18 a wide receiver, but I do think they're going to address wide receiver 3 in this draft.
Which leads me to this point. By the way, what is when I'm looking at the depth chart on defense, what does NB stand for?
Nickel.
Thank you. I should have known that. I don't know why it didn't come to mind. Listen to this. Safety, strong, Josh Metellus. Safety, free, Jay Ward. Right cornerback, Isaiah Rodgers. NB, Byron Murphy.
Mm-hmm.
Left cornerback, James Pierre.
Yep, the new guy from Pittsburgh.
The new guy out of Pittsburgh. Do you think we go cornerback real high in the draft?
Well, early on, I would say early on it's always been Thieneman, but outside of that, there have been a lot of cornerbacks that people have talked about. So it wouldn't surprise me if some of the corners start to fall. Avian Terrell, guy at Clemson, he did not run as well as they were hoping. So that's maybe an issue. Mansour Delane, he's probably their top cornerback at that position. Depends on where he gets selected. And there's a run on cornerbacks, then it's a possibility that one of these guys could fall down. So I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be, as Sauce and I have talked about in a couple podcasts, it depends on how these guys start to slide down the boards and when offensive tackles go, how many wide receivers start going. Jermod McCoy, the guy out of Tennessee who didn't play last year because of an ACL, he tested off the charts once he was deemed healthy at his pro day. I've seen some mocks that he's coming, he'll slide down to us. If McCoy is there at 18, I think he'd be a really hard guy to pass up.
Even if Tiedeman's there too?
Yes, even if Thieneman is there, I think that there are, they brought in their top 30, which I know the top 30 is not the blueprint by any means for what they're going to be doing in the draft, but it does give you a little insight on maybe what they're thinking in the positions that they're thinking, because sometimes these teams will bring in guys just to mess with other teams, saying like, oh, no, we really like this guy. And if we have pick 18 and you really want him and you're below us, look at us. We're making this very known that we like this guy. Maybe you need to move up and we'll trade back. So a lot of teams jockey around like that and kind of use these top 30s as pawns in the whole chess game. So all that being said is they have brought in and they have talked about some other safeties that would be third round picks. And some of these guys are pretty good. I mean, some of these guys, you could see them maybe taking a lower draft pick and thinking that they could slide him in there as a starter.
The Thieneman bit, Ben, I think he's going to go. He'll be gone, I think, by the time the Vikings pick. And I also think a team like Carolina, and if Dallas doesn't move both of their picks to get up and take somebody like Sonny Styles,
they will.
And they're sitting at pick 20 again, I think they're a team that would leapfrog the Vikings at 20 to move up with the Lions at 17 and take Thieneman.
Thanks, buddy. Boy.
I just think there's a lot of teams behind you that need safety. And there are some mock drafts by our guy Jordan Reed from ESPN.com who has Thieneman going 12th overall to the Cowboys. So,
hi, meat.
Hey, babe.
And the thing is, I don't know how you guys would feel. I wouldn't freak out if that happened. If somebody leapfrogs us and wants to spend some equity on getting Thieneman,
yeah,
that's fine.
Right.
I think that we have so many needs that we really could go best available at 18 still. Okay. And I don't know if you guys look at the depth chart the way I do, but is there a position that says that we are hands off, we are set, and we're ready to go? No. There's literally not one position. We could use a wide receiver, we could use a tight end, we could use a running back, we could use an offensive lineman across the board.
Yep.
Interior or otherwise, or even at tackle. You could make a very easy, compelling argument for every position on the board that if it's best available, we just take them.
Let's go. Mm-hmm. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Thanks, guys. Nice job.
Thursday, and we'll have a Power Trip mock draft Thursday morning. The Power Trip rolls on after this. Fan 5 in a second. Headlines later. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.